What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Keto Rewind. I am Jess. Thanks for clicking on today's video. I have a great video for you today. We're going to focus on nutrition and why I feel that's so important in your weight loss journey. It is also week 274 update. We have a weigh-in, lots of good stuff. So if you are just now joining me and you're looking forward to weight loss inspiration or a true account of overcoming obesity and what I'm doing to right those wrongs, change those bad habits to healthy habits, be sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on the notifications so you don't miss any videos. But I will say I am not a medical doctor, not a healthcare professional. This is just my story on how I am rewinding my health from a morbidly obese weight to a healthy weight by living a ketogenic lifestyle, low carb, high protein, showing up every day, putting the hard work in and not taking that easy way out. If that sounds good to you, don't forget, hit that subscribe button and let's get this video started. And real quick, I want to thank the sponsor of today's video, a new sponsor to this channel, Gem. Gem is a food-based multivitamin that's not a pill. You actually get to eat this delicious little nugget, and it is more than just a daily vitamin. You're getting 20 plus vitamins, minerals, superfoods, prebiotics, probiotics, everything that you need to support your gut health, your hair, your skin, your nails, energy levels, all in this little teeny tiny gem. And best of all, it is science-backed. 90% of Americans are nutrient deficient. Even those that are eating the rainbow, crossing your T's, dotting your I's, all those things. Our food is over-farmed, it's overcooked, it's who knows how fresh it really is by the time it gets to our door. And Gem fills in those daily nutrient gaps with whole food sourced nutrients, all packed in a delicious bite. So I recently started looking up multivitamins, and mainly because I've been in a caloric deficit for so long. I'm eating very strict keto. I want to make sure I'm getting everything that I need. In the pill form based multivitamins, I normally have to take those at night. They tear up my stomach. They just don't agree with me. So the only way I could get those in is when I sleep. So I take it before bed. Well, when I found Gem, first thing I thought was, here we go, give it a shot. But these do not hurt my tummy, and they actually have been very pleasant to take. So for me personally, that's a huge win, that I can get a daily vitamin in without having to take it at night. So I take these every morning with my coffee, and I go about my day. So for me personally, I was super excited to see that this little delicious gem has both vitamin D3 and K2, two of my absolute favorite vitamins that are like the dream team in my opinion. Both of those are in here, so I don't have to take two separate pills. It's all right here in this delicious little gem. And in addition to that, you're getting the probiotics and prebiotics for your gut health. And having two little snotty kids in my house, I need all the help I can get for my immunity. So anyways, these are so delicious. Look at how tasty. They taste, it's like a little bit of happiness in each bite. Definitely gonna try these. I've been taking the Gem Daily Bite Multi now for about 3 weeks, and I can honestly say my energy levels have been fantastic. I've been happy with hair, skin, and nails, my gut health. So if you would like to give Gem a try, you can use my special link and get your first month's order 50% off. And all you have to do is go to dailygem.com/keto rewind and use coupon code keto rewind at checkout. Thanks, Gem, for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to the rest of the show. Okay, so it is a week 274 update. Now, first things first, let's talk about week 274. So I have been walking my little behind off and getting all those steps in and, living that summer slim down challenge where I'm focusing on getting at least 10,000 steps a day, drinking 3 liters of water, reading every day instead of wasting my life on social media, and also making sure that I'm staying true to making those right choices when it comes to meal times. And then the last thing is making sure that self-discipline is something I'm working on every single day, because at the end of the day, that's really what matters, whether I'm showing up every day and being consistent, not perfect, or taking those excuses and justifying my bad behavior. So with that said, I've got all my steps in this week. It has been so glorious. I'm getting that release that a walk can give you. I'm listening to my music. It's just one of those things that have really changed my overall day in making those healthy habits. Where before I would just make those excuses and say, oh, it's too hot, you know, my hair will get messed up, I don't have time, you know, I'm tired, like all those excuses in the past. And I just said, you know, enough of that. We're going for the walk, Jess. Get off the couch, get up. So that's what basically one mile turned to 2, turned to 3, and now I walk about 5.5 miles a day on top of everything else that I normally do. And it's because I want to, and I've made the time. There's the difference. I'm not perfect. I'm not striving for hitting a personal best in speed or the longest distance or, you know, just anything. I'm not getting into the nitty-gritty of those metrics. I'm just, the process of getting that walk in is what I'm going for. The consistency where I'm showing up every day. So with that said, I shaved off another 2 pounds and I'm down to 227, bringing the total since October, where I really started getting these habits into gear. I'm down 29 pounds. So overall, I have 49 pounds left until I get to my goal weight. So it's like, it's in range, you know. I'm like, Wonderland is in range again. It's like, oh yes. And Wonderland, which I haven't been in a long time, is now within 29 pounds. So it's like, that is starting to be in the back of my mind and remind me when I'm wanting to get a little crazy to stay on track, stay focused, pay attention to the goals. And it's like, it's there if I want to do it. All I have to do is be consistent, not perfect. So along with those lines, this week is going to be crazy. Like, I have an insane schedule this week. Mainly it's stuff that I have to get done, just like annual doctor's appointments. You know, my kids have to go to the dentist. I have just lots of stuff I have to do that's going to eat into my time that I normally would walk and have like my carefree day. So this particular week, I'm not going to be able to rely on getting my steps in. So the next important thing in a weight loss journey, in my opinion, or it's almost the most important thing if you think about it, is nutrition. So this week, I have to pay attention to nutrition. I'm not going to be when I go for my walks, I let myself eat more. I'm not eating the crap. I'm eating nice and strict keto, but I'm allowing myself to get what I need to get. You know, like I'm not cutting my calories so much that I'm starved, right? But when I'm not working out, I'm not eating those extra calories that I normally would give myself. So this particular week, I'm planning for a nutrition-based weight loss approach, not an exercise-focused weight loss approach. So there's a difference. Make sure if you are working out and you're moving your body and you're doing all those things that you are eating. You can't restrict so much so that your body goes into that starvation mode and not into the fat burning mode. Like, there's a difference between what you're going after. And yeah, you may, if you starve yourself by cutting your calories so much, you may initially see more weight loss, but you're losing your lean mass, you know, like your muscle, you know, like that type of lean mass, where when I want to shrink, I don't want to take from my muscle or my lean mass. I only want to target fat. That's why I have a high protein based approach. So my goal is not to be skinny fat. My goal is to be a lean, mean, fat burning machine. So this week, while I'm focusing on nutrition, I will take the 200 calories that I normally would eat with my workouts. I'm not going to have those. So it's one of the just a little switching it up, you know, just focusing my effort on nutrition and making sure that I'm eating, you know, for macros that don't include exercise. Yeah, so I hope that makes sense. But that's why nutrition is so important. One of the reasons of why I like working out is because I do get higher calories when I'm in a caloric deficit than when I'm not working out. So if you are unable to work out, you can still lose weight. And if anything, the nutrition is 98% of the process to begin with. You can't out-exercise a bad diet, you know, like that kind of thing. So that's why nutrition is so important, and that you pay attention to what you do and how you do it. And then make it work for you. So this week, where I'm not going to be getting that 5.5 miles in, I'm going to make sure I don't have those calories that I normally would have eaten to fulfill those extra endeavors. So this way that at the end of the day, the nutrition is where it needs to be to keep my body in a caloric deficit. So I hope that makes sense. And that's why also, if I know I'm not getting up and moving my body, I need to pay attention to what goes in, because that's the other, key to the puzzle. So at the end of the day, nutrition is key, and how you fuel your body is making the difference. And being that I have been focusing on nutrition for quite some time now, I'm at that point now where people are noticing, like, oh man, are you losing weight? Like, what are you doing? Like all those questions starting up. Again, I can physically see it in my body. It's like, yes, it's coming off. And a lot of that is because I'm practicing my self-discipline every day. I've got a plan, I care, and I want this. And the more that I show up and be consistent, the more these goals are just gonna keep coming. So right now I feel like the weight has been melting off. But it's not been melting off. It's just that I'm doing all the things that I should be doing, that I know I should be doing, and that I care about. And each day I get closer to my goal. And each day that I do this, I slowly build that momentum to just get to my goals. And when I get to my goal, I don't want to gain all this weight back. I'm so tired of gaining and losing and all that stuff. I want to get to my goal. I want to know the secret for me, like to unlock my secret to weight loss. Because what I'd been doing in the past was not the solution. It was not something that I could keep and build sustainably. So this time around, while I've been on this, I'm doing what I want to do, and I'm doing it in a way that is sustainable. It's slow, it's attainable. I feel like all the wrongs and the attempts, all the fails, I should say, in the past where I've done the yo-yo, is because things weren't done correctly for me. And that's why there's a no one size fits all approach. Like, everybody's gonna hash this out, and everybody's gonna stay consistent enough to build those new habits, to build that new life, and to implement it. You can't do all the hard work and then go back to your old way as soon as you get to your weight loss goal, because it's not sustainable. Like, you have to change. If you wanna change, you have to change. And if you don't want to change, you can't blame everything else under the sun. At the end of the day, it's you and your choices, and whether you want it bad enough and you want to do it. And that's part of the self-discipline. So that's why this month, self-discipline is such a key factor in whether you're going to do this or not. And right now, I am so disciplined that things are just happening and it's melting off, and it's like, finally, and that just starts building that process again of, yes, I want this. Yes, I can do this. And it's not that hard. It's really simple. It's just a matter of willpower and self-discipline. And for me, it's been quite a ride. And I've found lots of ways that didn't work in the past. But the more you start just hitting off all those things that didn't work, you start learning what does work. And then you have your own little recipe for success. So that's where I'm at. And that's why I've consistently been losing weight. And it has just felt so good again. Inside, outside, it just feels good to be winning again, winning the battle of obesity. And the sad part is, I feel like I wish I could give that exact recipe for success, but it ultimately comes down to an individual weight loss process for everybody. There is no one size fits all approach. There's so many ways to lose weight. There's so many fad diets. There's so many gimmicks. There's so many pills. There's so much fakeness on social media, like so much unattainable results, and until you actually get in there, you get down in the trenches, you make the changes, and you figure out what works for you or not, that's ultimately how you lose the weight. It's the secret, and there is no quick fix. It's a process. It's a journey. And the more you want to get through that process and get on that journey and figure the answers out for yourself, and that's okay if you take this, and this from all these different sources to find your own puzzle. Like, that's ultimately what we're doing here. And that's when you find your own answers. Like, okay, well, this person did this and that worked for them. Let me try that. Oh, it worked. Okay, add that to your toolbox. Oh, this person did this, and that. It's like, oh gosh, that failed miserably. That threw me off. Don't want to do that. Take that off and, never do that again. And stick to what's in your box that you figured out of your solutions, right? So at the end of the day, that's what you got to do. And that's why it's working for me. And that's why at the end of what I'm on 5 years into this process now, and I'm just now like refiguring out new solutions that made success, what has made my goals sustainable and like working again. So I want it bad enough that I was willing to put that work in, you know, embarrass myself, you know, show the process publicly, you know, and it's just one of those things where it's like, if I want it bad enough, it'll happen. I just got to keep going. And it's not failure until you quit and give up. So as long as you keep going and you have another chance, don't stress out about regaining and all that stuff. Just keep your head focused and eyes on the prize and try again. So don't give up, just try harder. And that one saying that's like, it doesn't get easier, you just get stronger, couldn't be more truthful. So anyways, that is my spiel for this Monday. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you at the next one. Don't forget, you can get 50% off from Gem. Use my special link down below with coupon code KETOREWIND. Bye, see you later.